YouTube, what is going on, everybody? 737 Sim Pilot, and you join me here in Miami. Today, we're going to be flying Miami to San Juan, flying to a brand new San Juan. I just picked up this scenery about a week ago, but I haven't had a good chance to fly to it. So today, the weather's looking great. We're looking like it's going to be a wonderful flight. Let's go ahead and get in the plane. Let's get going. Okay, into the plane we go. You can see beautiful American cabin. Just a pretty default for the Fenix. Awesome. Coming in. Seat armrest up. Go ahead and slide into our seat here. November 921 uniform Sierra. Maintenance books are checked. Battery voltage is above 25.5. We'll go batteries 1 and 2 on. And the gear lever is down position and 3 green. Weather VR is off and the hydraulic BTUs are off. Go external power on. Go nav to 1, strobes auto. Circuit breakers are all in and flush. Main gear extension is guarded. Escape ropes are on board. Oxygen mask. Oop. Let's go over this way. Are all on board. Fireball pressure is fine. Crash access on board. The fume HUD and PBE is somewhere. Pilot luggage is stowed. All life vests on board. Confirmed. Luggage top secure pins are on board, and I've got the checklist with me. Cool. I'm going to position the seat. It'll be about here. Plane's coming live, looking good. Let's come down here. Let's go load aircraft. GSX boarding and refueling. Alright. Plane is coming live. Up top, everything is looking normal. ADR's on. Captain. CVR test. Control cruise flight on. Perfect. Engine 1 fire. Good. Engine 2 fire. Also good. APU fire. Perfect. Enunciator light test. Everything is looking good. Let's hear. Back to bright. Arm. No smoking on. And everything else is fine. Cool. Coming up. Miami. We have altimeter 29089. Sorry. It's 29098, not 88. We have flight directors on. Constraints ARC 10 if you are 1 and 2. Top out today. Taking the Colada to our nav departure. We'll go ahead and pull up my EFB here so you can see we have a top out of 5,000 feet. Good. Airport's 40 nav if you are 1 and 2, 298. Good. We'll leave that as is right now. Coming down. Make sure the chocks are set, which they are. Parking brake release. It's good off. Brakes test. Good. Gear levers down position. I don't believe, I was saying the Fenix can't put the terrain radar on. We find the 350 earlier, and we could. Time's fine. Gear levers down position. 3 green. Fuel will be coming up shortly. Flaps are up. Everything else is normal. With a status, recall all. Get the cabin cleaners coming. Engine. Oil quantity is great. Leads are normal. Pressurization is normal. Hydraulics, you can see all are in the green. Fuel. Will be coming up shortly, but fuel temps are fine. Good. Cabin temps are great. Doors expected. We do the oxygen test. Good. Good. High pressure and brake temps are good, and flight controls are normal. Idle, no reverse. Off, off, normal. 0 and set. 21.5, VHF 1, 2. Interphone, cabin interphone. Standby at above. Clear. Let's go 35 at 61. What's up? Everything else is checked. Lights are fine. 209.8. Perfect. Let's go ahead and set up the McDo here. Go add SU. Here's the menu. Flight init. Init data request. empty menu. I could have checked it, but I know it's right. 321-200, IAE engines, air active is fine. Data. Good. And GPS. Good. Cool. Init request. We're going to be AA, flight 3146. Good. Miami to San Juan. Alternate is going to be St. Croix. Cost index of 5. Use flight level of 370 with a temperature of -49. Wind. Request. Turn. Triple pause going to be 504. On the uplink. Good. Miami. Temperature is 22 degrees. Enter. Flight plan departure. Departing 08 right. Taking the Colada 2. Bitak. Enter. San Juan. Arrival. Taking the ILS 10. Final. The Pinon 03. None. Yeah. Let's go ahead and insert that. Perfect. Alright. We go Colada 2 to Bitak. Check. Then Yankee 290 to Bino. Cool. Bino 3. Should pretty much connect. Yep. Yes, it did. Awesome. We'll come up. Let's take a look at our plan here. Zoom out just a bit. Just a wee bit. It's a rather short flight today, which is nice. Awesome. I have IRS lined when they came on. I was like, alright. Let's check the messed up climbs, nippy tops. We'll go in it. We're gonna go Miami. Back to Miami. What did I enter? Oh. Kilo Mike India Alpha. Good. Flight plan. Departure. He says 08 right. That's the longest of the runways here, Miami. Give me runway 9. Oh, that's 9. 10. Cool. We're gonna go Miami. 08 right. Slash. Is that 092? Yes. 092 slash 25. We'll go hold. Hold. Computed. Computed. Return. There we go. We'll then go ahead and click to the right of the hold. Highest MSA is going to be, whoops, 2,900 and above. Good. Back to flight plan. Fix info. Fix info. India Alpha 08 right. 25 and 092. Insert. Good. Rad nav. For 9 if it gives us this. Well, it hasn't aligned yet, but we're looking for IBO 10.9 is 092. Cool. Init B. Refueling is still happening, so we won't do much with that. But we can throw in really quickly. We've got expecting 0.6 for taxi 0.6. I don't know why I keep missing this. Set. Progress. We're going to Tango Juliet, Sierra Juliet. More than a 0. IRS has aligned. Terrain and terrain. Clear. Rad nav. India Mike Foxtrot Alpha. That is. I don't know. That might be the 08 right. Let me see. It is, but we'll be we have it in already, so it'll just switch over immediately. So it is no real big deal. Perf. 18000 is correct. 1510, 1510, 1510 is fine, and everything else is good. Cool. We'll go back to NFB. Yeah, refueling still happening. 122.8. VHF1, VHF2, interphone and cabin interphone. Sweeter exhaust, brake stowed, and the cockpit door is open. Awesome. What are we expecting on the fuel today? Today we are anticipating a grand total of 20.7. It's almost there. So we'll wait for that to come up and then go for the walk around. Looking good. Okay, everybody, you join me here out in the walk around, starting in the forward section. I'll go ahead and just make sure static ports aren't blocked, which they're not. Repeated tubes in the AOA vanes are unobstructed, which they are. Empty nose. We've had no bird strikes, no visible damage. Looking at the main gear, the main nose gear direction. It is looking good. It's got good compression. No other main areas of concern that I see. No hydraulics, no nothing. Static ports, A2 and airway vanes are all unblocked still. Still pumping fuel. Hey, how you guys doing? They're doing good. Looking at the engine, looking good. Fan blades are good. They're not windmilling today, which is almost a little peculiar. Usually they are windmilling, but must be a while since they've flown. It's just been wind has not been in the right spot to do it. That's just fine. All right, looking good. Winglets looking good. The aft section of the engine. A little dim till you get up there. Looking good. Look at the main. See, brake wear indicators are fine. Good compression. So I was watching Stig, and I wonder if you can open up down here. There's a click spot. No. Okay. I don't know if you can walk into it either. Oh, you can kind of see it. There's a way to open it if you do a knee top flight with these, or you can see the doors. I didn't know if you could. Here it's going because they're opening the cargo doors. This section, been no tail strikes. Looking good. Don't want to walk under the lavatory port. Light is intact. Again, make sure there's no tail strikes. The tail strike indicator's right there. It's in the zeroed position, as it should be. Go ahead and take a look at our main. Looking good. Brake wear indicators are fine. No visible damage. Brake fans installed. Yeah, it'd be kind of hard to see until the light really adjusts for it, but looking good. Checking the trailing edge of the wing. Looking normal. Static wicks are on. Leading edge. It's looking good. And no visible damage to the spinner, to the blades. And that is the walk around. We'll go ahead and head back up in the cockpit. Okay, refueling has completed. We'll go ahead and go seatbelt sign on. Fuel on board today we have 20.8. That is correct. Coming down, we'll go ahead and throw in 20.8. We can do the pre-flight checklist. Pre-flight checklist. Gear pins covers are removed. Fuel quantity is 20.8. Seatbelts are on. ADRs are all nav and align. Bear ref is 20098, so 1, 2, and 3 times. That is still correct. Good. Alrighty then. Well, everybody, it's going to be a little bit until the passenger loading completes, and I'll jump back to you when that is completed. Okay, everybody, boarding has completed, so coming over, we've got 143.7, so 143.7, and 27.6, so 27.6, enter. Stop it in, please, thank you. We want 2.7, add 5.5 to that number, and our minimum destination fuel on board is going to be, let's just give it a nice even 6. Perfect. Alrighty then, we're going to go to perf. Before we do that, let's go ahead and do the landing calculation. So landing, I'm going to take the expected from our flight OFP, be 151. Whoops. 151.9. Dang it, come on. There we go. Let's make sure we have the freshest. Apply. There we go. Medium auto brakes. We'll be able to stop. Probably use flaps 3. Oh, the flaps full. Awesome. Looking good. Departure 8 right, Let's get a yoga. You know, I love flying IAE engines. Get a nice yoga. New altimeter 297. Alrighty, let's just go ahead and send it to the McDo. We got 149, 156, 156, 149, 56, 56, 2, up 0.2, 2, up 0.2. That's checked. Managed to 90, cool. Everything else is looking good. If you expect to fuel on board 7.5, that is more than enough. Let's go ahead and take a look at our takeoff briefing today. Alright, today we're pushing back facing to the left. I think we're at the wrong concourse, but that's okay. We're going to take Papa all the way up. Just going through hotspot 4, Mike 1 to 8 right, going through hotspot 4 and 5. Okay, let's go to the 10-9 alpha page. Hotspot 4. 2 runways in close together with multiple hold lines that are dependent upon the runway and the UC inset. Be alert to runways 8 left and 8 right. Got it. We're taking off 8 right, so that's going to be the first one. Remember, if we are told to hold short, we have to hold short at Quebec. Other than that, no other real threats. Current weather, winds are 17 at 6, 10 statute miles away, clear skies, temperature 22, dew point 20, altimeter 2997, which is set. Taking off below the max landing weight in case of emergency if we need to reject the takeoff. Full length today is 10,506 feet long. Disconnect all throttle, pull, adjust idle, apply idle reverse, apply maximum braking, ensure we are braking. We're then going to manually pull spoilers full and apply full reverse. We can stop, set the park brake, run to the checklist. If we need to continue on, climb on a heading of 092. When applicable, activate secondary flight plan, climb to altitude 2,900 or above, and come back and land runway 9, which is 13,000 feet long. We come back and land immediately. Miami is going to be our best choice, so we can't go to Fort Lauderdale as well, or Palm Beach. Probably, preferably Miami, though, since we have a maintenance facility here. Other than that, no other real threats. Top out of 5,000 is entered. Departing runway 8 right. We're going to climb on heading of 092 to intercept the course of 124 to Jamba, check. Then on track 124 to Kabola. Then on track 115 to Colada, check. Then go Colada, then to Medley, good, then to Batak. That is complete. Good. Going to the OFP, looking at the maps. You can see weather along our routes looking pretty good. We well below the choke pause. Any questions, comments, concerns? None? Perfect. And let's get ready to get out of here. We'll give the PA to the passengers and get ready to bounce. Well, ladies and gentlemen from Flight Deck, today this is your captain speaking. Welcome aboard American Airlines Flight 3146, service from Miami to San Juan. Shortly, the flight attendants will begin the safety demonstration of this A321 aircraft. We please ask to give them your full undivided attention as they do so, even if you're a frequent flyer. We also kindly ask you please comply with any instructions given to you by the flight attendants as they are here for your safety. Other than that, we kindly ask you to please sit back, relax, and enjoy our American hospitality. From this crew, welcome on board. Alright, short and sweet. Let's go beacon on, fuel pumps. On. Okay, so I totally messed up and I forgot that I had the APU on, but I forgot to take off the external power. So I just kicked it on and I put the beacon on. That definitely didn't startle me. I just redid a little clip there. I was like, oh. I started it and then I went out to get the shots of the boarding and I totally forgot about it. 4 push checklist, please. Before start. Parking brake is set. Takeoff speeds and thrust. Let's go. Perf. 149, 156, 156. 149, 156, 156. Toga. Windows are both closed. The beacon is on. Looking good. 4-star checklist complete. brake guy. Alright, release parking brakes. Parking brakes released. Let's push, all engines clear. It started well. APU is on. And the bleed's on. Coming down. We'll go ahead and start number 1. I didn't brief it, but we're going to single engine taxi out today. I meant to, I just totally forgot. Alright, let's listen to this engine start. Alright, pushback complete. You can go ahead and turn the chrono off. Arm spoiler. We'll leave ignition on start. Set flaps to 2. We'll go ahead and set our trim here. Set trim up 0.2. A whole lot. Set status recall. Normal for single engine start. We're going to go auto brake maximal. If you bleed on, anti-ice not needed. Looking good. After start checklist, please. After start, anti-ice not needed. ECAM status was checked. Pitch trim is up 0.2. Rudder trim is neutral. Good. Start checklist complete. Here's how you set the parking brake. Whoops. Looking good. Alright, we'll go ahead and wait for them to disconnect on the ground. Alright, we'll go ahead and give her a flick of the taxi light here, acknowledging that we see the pin. And as they walk off, once they get clear of the aircraft, we'll go ahead and just start taxiing out. And we can go ahead and begin the taxi now. We're going to go parking brake release. Taxi light on. Auto lights on. Very left. Some thrust in. We'll get rolling to the left. So here's a little trick. If you start a little high, that thrust there. If you start initially going in the way of the rudder, so since we're starting number 1, it's easier to turn to the right if you kick right rudder initially. Right tiller. I don't have a tiller, I just use my rudder pedals. Makes it much easier to taxi around.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Roger, thank you. It's gonna be a little bit before takeoff, but still nice to know. We appreciate it. Alright, slow down a little bit here. So we're going 10 knots on the turn. Don't want to slow down too much since we only have one engine started, but you still have to slow down nonetheless. Now, generally, you don't want to go more than 15 knots in the ramp, but it's a very large ramp. I consider it an exception. I'll probably start it once we pass this concourse Foxtrot. It's a shame I have to have the depot airport. I have seen it before, but it doesn't work in 2024. At least the last couple times I tried to use it. So I just gave up on it, but it looks like a giant hotel. You know, let's just start number 2 now. Cranking 2. Starting the chrono. Clear to the right. Alright, that's a good start on number 2. We have 2 good starts. Running through like normal. We'll go status recall. Recall is checked, auto brake maximum. And AP will remain on. Anti-ice not needed after start checklist. Well, we don't have a second start, but status was checked. Pitch trim up 0.2 or trim neutral. No anti-ice needed. Good. Flight control is check. Full right. Neutral. Good. Full left. Good. Neutral. Full up. Good. Neutral. Full down. Good. Neutral. Gonna do the rudder check. Full left. Good. Neutral. Full right. Good. Neutral. Flight controls are checked. We need to start timer. We get about 2 minutes before we can take off with this engine. We just started. We'll go ahead and come down here. We're gonna go X radar. Trains on both sides. For its auto. Let's confirm. And honestly, we're not in the ramp area. It's just a degas CRA and on and above. Takeoff config test. Normal. Taxi checklist. Flight controls are checked. Flap setting is config to radar and pick to wind shear on and auto. Engine mode selector is normal. ECAM memos takeoff. No belay. Taxi checklist complete. So dark in the cockpit. Alright, takeoff today. Winds 1706, 10 Tjsj, flooded clear skies. Temperature 22.20, altimeter 2997, set 1, 2, and 3 times. Takeoff today. Remember, top out of 5,000. We have no restrictions besides that. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Cabin is secure. Nope, none from me. Perfect. Okay, let's go. Wing lights on, strobes on. X are on. We still have about, what is that, 50 seconds, 30 seconds so we can roll, which is no problem. American 3146, line up and wait, runway 08 right. Line up and wait, 08 right, American 3146. I'm clear to line up and wait. I'm going to go ahead, not put the takeoff lights on just quite yet, but I will go PAX 1 and 2 off. TCAS is on TRA and above. Runway, zoom in here. Didn't have a sign. What the crap? 8 right is
approaching
correct.
08 right.
Check. TCAS is on TARA on and auto. Or Yeah, it's on auto. Packs 1 and 2 are off. Good. And we have completed the 3 minutes. Clear that. We'll read the company message once we're up in the air. Currently approach. Let's go. X radar on. And we'll just come to a stop and wait till we get our go ahead. Always gotta wait for the go ahead.
On runway 08, right.
All right, American 3146. We've been cleared for takeoff. Landing lights on. Lights are set. Checked. Main cost about 50%. With IAEs, kind of hard to judge it. A little heavy. Manitoga SRS auto thrust blue. Takeoff thrust set. Hundred knots check. V1 rotate. Pause rate of climb, gear up. Nav. Accelerating. Stunning speed brake. Flaps 1. Pack 1 on. I really didn't mean to hit the flyby in that one. That was purely an accident, but oh well. Pack 2 on. Speed check, flaps up. Perfect. Alright, pitching for 250, climbing for 5, vertical speed, 2,000 feet per minute, since we have 2 to go. Alright, 1 to go. 1,000 feet per minute on the vertical speed. A little strong and level off there. Let's go ahead and increase the brightness here. I was just thinking about how dim it is. Like, dang, man. It is really dim. Sure get the PFDs, the MFD up all the way as well. MFD stands for multifunction display. PFD is the primary flight display. And leveling out for 5. Sweet. And of course, they'd be like American 3146. Climb, maintain, flight level. Where are we going to? 370. No restriction. 370, no restriction, American 3146. That doesn't mean no speed restriction, but if you had a regular star, it would just mean there's no restrictions on the star. Like, you would just disregard those. Alright, coming down. I know we're not through 10,000 yet, but that's alright. Let's go flight plan, BATAC, fix info, and clear. Miami, there's no need for it anymore, as we're just chilling now. Climbing really well here. Let's say 2,900, 2,700, but 2,900 feet per minute. I tried to do a 350 flight, but it crashed halfway through, but we were climbing out at like 700 feet per minute. It was brutal. It took almost like 10 minutes. It took like 10 minutes to get to 10,000 feet. I was like, oh man, this is gonna suck once you get up to like 30,000 feet. Indeed it did. That's alright. Part of the fun of long haul. That's what's so amazing about the 777 is the 777 is just such a beast, especially 200 LR. I mean, let me rephrase, especially the 300 ER. The 200 LR, I frankly remember it climbing pretty well. When I did Hong Kong to London over the United States, it climbed, I think, still at 1,000 feet per minute. Accelerating for 10,000. As we accelerate, I'm just going to go ahead and engage autopilot here. And we are now cruising out. We'll go ahead. Let's see the outside air temp. Still 19. No need for the anti-ice. Probably gonna be a little bit before they get the anti-ice on. Let's go ahead and get the shade down. Shades up. So we're just chilling now. Boom. All right, everybody. Well, now we're just gonna be kind of chillaxing up here until it gets a little more interesting. Until then, 737 Sim Pilot. I'll see you guys later. Alright everybody, we are back. Let's go ahead and begin the descent planning here. So we'll come down to our flight plan. So we're getting on at Bino. So we go Bino, wrong side. Bino, 1000, confirmed. We then go Bino to Milet. Milet 6000 above, confirmed. Then to Tenor. We then go Tenor, get on the ILS 10 right. We go Tenor, direct to Rimsey. Rimsey at 1500 and above. Check. There's the restriction on Tenor. I'm trying to look for it. Tenor, here it is. Tenor at 2200 above. Check. Then we checked Rimsey already. 3-degree guide path is correct. Go around, we have Mausar Pappies, go around is 1900, left turn to 3000, intercept 300 heading 004 to DD. Hold right at DD. Perfect. That is checked. We'll click on it. We're going to go fix info. ISMSA is going to be 5,400 feet. We're going to go Tango Juliet Sierra Juliet 25. Tango Juliet Sierra Juliet 10. 10. Perfect. Whoops. 10. Perfect. Secondary flight plan. Meant to copy the active, which copy it now. Right now, 109.7, India Charlie Lima Alpha 104. It's actually 101. Okay, disregard. Leave it as is. Use ICLA DME when on localizer course. That's pretty standard. We're gonna go to int. Sorry, we're gonna go to perf approach. Please. Perfect. San Juan. Wrong airport. You guys can't tell, it's late at night here. Winds are calm, which is awesome. Winds calm. Temperature 23. I do like good crosswinds though as well. QNH of 30.03. 180. The flaps full. 139 is fine. Barrow min is going to be 260. Go around to 3,000 feet. Set. Okay, we'll go to fuel prediction page. And coming up, first restrictions down to 11,000 feet. Set. I'm going to put constraints back on. 11,000 set. Okay, we'll do the landing weight calculation. We're at 9.5. We're expecting to land with 8.4. So that's me minus, actually 9.6. So take off 1.2 when it's at 152.0. So we're landing 152.0. Pretty spot on with sim brief here. Refresh METAR. Fly METAR. Flap full. Medium low. Nah. Medium auto brake. Medium auto brake. Good. You always plan with idle reverse in case you do have reverse. It's just a good precautionary. Status recall normal. Check. Landing elevation of 0 is correct as well. Everything else down here is looking fine. We'll go ahead and just tilt the max radar below. Really cruise, supposed to put TCAS below. Again, forgot to do that. So sign on, no need for landing. Flap 3. We are looking good. And as we approach 5%, I'm just go ahead and look on flight radar here. To see where we're parking in San Juan. You know, stuff changes all the time. I've actually never, this is my second time landing in San Juan. Oh, right. That's interesting. So we came in and landed and they had the next flight already going. That's cool. It's funny. Okay, we're parking at Terminal Charlie, so we're landing runway 10. 10. We'll get off. We'll shoot for Hotel 5. We'll take Lima. Do hotspot 2 up November. Park on the apron at the second spot, right? Yeah, in the middle. We'll pop up the GSX map and use that to help us park as well, but it's going to be about Charlie 6 today. So hotspot 2 will go to the 10-9 Alpha page. Charts, taxi, 10-9 Alpha. Team vigilance, highly congested area. Got it. Other than that, no other real threats. Awesome. And we'll go ahead and give the PA to the passengers. Currently, we are 176 miles out. We're expecting to land in about, what, 30 minutes? 31 minutes, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, for Flight Deck, this is your cabin speaking. About to begin our descent shortly into San Juan. Currently, we're showing landing in about 30 minutes. We are currently 174 miles out. The weather in San Juan, winds are calm. There's some clouds. It is fairly warm at 73 degrees with 94% humidity. It will be a very nice evening in San Juan. Thank you for flying with American. We hope you've enjoyed your flight, and we hope you enjoy your time in San Juan. This American crew, thank you. Perfect. And just like that, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and put you guys on a little bit of a time lapse until it starts to get interesting on the descent. See you guys in a minute. Welcome back, everyone. Autopilot's coming off. Hand flying are in. We'll go ahead. Just take an open descent. We can see we're all configured for the landing. We're looking good. Lights-wise, sorry. Let me go to 6,000. I'll go ahead and get back onto manage. Actually, we'll go down to 11, then I'll go back into manage. I trust the Fenix, but I've been flying the 350. And it's... I think good. I might don't want to undershoot here. Overshoot, sorry. See, winds are pretty calm here. They're going to be calm on landing, which is always a treat. Level off at 11. Out cap share. Then down to 6. We'll go ahead and go back to manage descent. Down to 6,000 feet. I don't know why we were so zoomed in there. I was just busy scrolling away on my one wing FCU. Looking good. Coming through 10,000 feet shortly. Let's do the pros checklist. VRF altimeter is 3002, so 1, 2, and 3 times. Weather updated. Seatbelts are on. Minima is 260. That is correct. Auto brakes medium. Engine mode selector is normal. Good. Outside the icing range, we don't need to put the anti-ice on. Coming through the visible moisture out here. Wonderful. Awesome. See, it's just buttery smooth out here. Thing is looking good. See the island in Puerto Rico. It's quite a large island. I wonder how long it would take to fly end to end. It would probably be like what? Minutes at cruise, maybe 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. I mean, it's a big island, but it's not like giant. It's nowhere near as big as Cuba. There's 6,000. We go down to 2,200. Let's go ahead and click on LS over here. LS, both sides. to get it up. About 26 miles out. The reason why you guys saw me throw in progress, I set in Tjsj, Tango Juliet, Sierra Juliet 10, is because that's the runway we're landing on. You see right there, Tjsj 10. So it gives me the direct distance of 24.2. Even though we have 26 miles, I can see exactly how far we are. So I really like it on approach to see down to the 10th position, our position, just allowing me to pretty accurately drop the gear pretty much like every time the same spot, within reason, right? You always play, it's a bit of a playing by ear. So you're high on energy, yeah, drop the gear out. I think the furthest I once dropped the gear was like 15 miles out. That's because 20 miles out. That's because I was flying on VATSIM and a 777 and I got a bad clearance, or I just didn't get clearance to descend. So I had to sit with the gear down, throw the gear down so I could really get down, but it worked, kept it safe. But the Dunglops are the biggest form of drag on the plane. $2,200. After 2,200, what's our final approach fix? And that's going to be 1,500. Okay, let's get a little bit of speed break out here. And get flaps 1 out. We're a little high though on the speed, so just giving it time. I mean, we're still only what, 15 miles out. We got plenty of time. We're about 10 knot buffer. Flaps 1, speed check 1. Flaps 1, good. So the difference between 1 and 1 plus F, when you go to 1, that just gives you the slats. So the flaps, you can see flaps don't come out, slats out. Now I'm sure most of you guys know this, but we're all at different knowledge levels, right? We're in the approach mode. See flaps 1. Once we get to about 10 miles out and we're on speed, I will go flaps 10, which are a little high so on energy, so I'm going to go flaps 2. 10, sorry, it's not 7.3. Now we can see the flaps actually come out now, and the slats still extend. Right, so star, localizer, star. Get the speed break out again. Flap 2's last flap, I believe you can use the speed brake. Past that. Which, this puts us in a pretty good spot here to drop the gear early. Start to catch the path here. Beautiful approach here. We're actually looking pretty good here. Again, it's like I said, it gets me down to the 10th of a mile. See the distance, which it's not necessary. You don't need it. You just wing it, right? When you hear 2,500, you know you're at roughly, generally on a 3-degree glide path, about 8 miles out. 2,000, you're about 1,500, you're about 5 miles out. They're about. a little closer, because 6 miles.
2,500.
Check. You're supposed to be at 2,000 feet. So in between 2,500 to 2,000, I like to drop the gear. Closer to 2,000 typically. Like, we're doing pretty good in our speed. We only got 20 knots to go until we're at our VAP. No need to really rush dropping the gear now. Our energy's better managed. Gear down. Speed check flaps 3. Speed check flaps full. Arming the spoiler. Spoiler armed. Landing checklist. Cabin has been advised. Go around through 3,000 is set. ECAM is landing no blue. Continue. Alright, 1,500 checks. Gear is down. We have flaps, at least flaps 3 out. You're landing flap 3, then flap 3. And we're stabilized. Got a little dark here. See our runway straight ahead. Still loading in. But it is a very, very beautiful approach here. Runway in sight. A little low, correcting.
1,000.
Check. Ground to 3,000 set. Landing clearance has been received and we're stabilized. Continue. Very, very slight right to left crosswind. It's pretty negligible.
Approaching 10.
Check. Continue.
$500.
Check. Continue.
$100 above.
Check.
Minimum.
Check. Discard the pappies. We're looking pretty good here.
100.
Check.
50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Spoiler. Reverse screen. Decel. Little firm on the auto rotation, didn't derotate enough. 80 knots. Auto brake off.
Feet remaining.
Reverse. Idle. Floated quite a bit there, a little bit past the touchdown markers, but we were legal within the touchdown range. Touchdown zone. Touchdown zone. Be nice and proper. Get off to the left. There's just no need to smoke the brakes and try to make Hotel 5. Just adds what? A minute to our taxi, if that. Maybe 2. Not a big deal whatsoever. Clear left, clear right. Don't touch the aircraft until you're clear of the runway. After landing, radar and picture winch shear are off. Stop the clocks. Strobes off, please. Wing lights off. Landing lights off. APU start. TCAS to auto. Thank you. Good. Awesome. Volanta gave that a 104, and drum roll, please. Is it within the touchdown zone? You guys can't see, can you? Didn't think about that. Yes, yes, it was. She was legal. Illegal. What's that? This YouTube lawyer, Illegal Eagle. Okay. We'll go GSX. I hope you guys will be able to see it. Select from map. Can you? No, you cannot. Oh well. I'll just pick our spot. Select. Yeah. Nope. No follow me. Whoops, that was our turn. Whoopsies. Yeah, we should be able to. We'll be able to go through. We can get the turn off light off. All right, APU's on. We'll start the chrono to time it, and we'll go ahead and shut down. I believe it's 50-50 shot. If memory serves me right, it's number. It was taxiing on number 2, so we'll go ahead and taxi on number 2, just to save a little bit of fuel here. Like I said, took a little bit of a wrong turn here, but that's all right. We'll just say we were working around traffic. Yeah, we were working around traffic. That's why we had to take this weird, funky little route round. I really thought we were going to ground pound that one, so I flared a little hard. I think it definitely helped why we were floating. We got a little high, so the rate of descent picked up. We were doing like 900, and then I flared, not late, but I flared on time. It just flared a little hard, and it looked like we were going to absolutely ground pound this puppy. Thankfully, we did not. I didn't want to float like forever, but didn't want to have to get a hard landing inspection either. I think it all worked out though pretty nicely. Alright, it's been about a minute and a half. AP bleed on. Okay, let's go flight directors and LS off. I think LS does stand for landing system. Taxiing great out here. Oh, I totally forgot to put the brake fan on. Brake temps really aren't too bad. Like they're 170. Like I said, we could have smoked brakes to stop, but what's the point, right? You could do everything within reason. What would be the reason to just smoke the brakes in the landing? Saving 20 minutes? Okay. Or saving 5 minutes? Nah. Oh, I forgot to, whoopsie. Forgot to bring flaps up. What's the count temp here? Not 30. Bring flaps up. Trying a new procedure and I just totally whiffed. We're parking at Charlie 6 today. Next side off. And we'll turn the brake fan off. So I said I should have done it earlier because you don't want to be blowing that carbon dust everywhere. Ground crews usually don't like it too much. Don't know why they didn't load in. Retry it. No, this is Charlie 6. Yeah, I don't know why they were here. Oh well. And right about there. Right. Parking brake set. Into off. Just see, how is that parking job? Oh, baby. Look at that. A321 up here. 737-800. Hey, I'll take it. A little off center, but pretty good for having no outside reference. Look at that. And 220% peaking off. Seatbelt sign off. Go ahead and get the deboarding rolling. Open our cockpit door. Make sure we'll go to ground. Shocks are set. We're gonna go parking brake. Release. GPU is here. Push power on. We'll go AP bleed off. APU off. Lights off. ADRs. We'll go ground control auto on. Cruise supply off. Start on the emergency lights. Parking checklist. Chocks are set. Engines are off. Wing lights are off. Fuel pumps. Oh. Off. And securing aircraft. Oxygen is off. Emergency lights are off. And then we'll get the batteries off in just a second. Actually, I'm not going to turn the batteries off. We've got another crew coming in. Take the aircraft for us. Let's see, we got a message really quickly answer. Got it. Alright, everybody. Thank you for flying with me. Let's go ahead and skedaddle. Well, it appears that they are bringing the jetway, so let's get back into our seat. Get the one left door open. Oh, and let's be a good, courteous pilot. Down here. Come on. There we go. Now, we can go ahead and skedaddle. Wait for the jetway to come. And we'll be getting out of here. Thank you so much for you guys flying with me today. Really enjoyed it. I hope you guys did enjoy it too. I'm 737 Sim Pilot, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe. See ya!